this series, it's a Lindy thing. And last class, I think we talked about it being a connection thing. So real quick, how we start, we want to have the leader's right hand. I like to have it in that near shoulder blade, middle shoulder blade area. You could have it down here on the waist, but don't put it in the middle. The ribs are not fun to be led by. Followers.
I like to have my hand right on top of the shoulder. You can be further on the back, but for now, keep it on top so that when you're turned, you don't get stuck.
We are going to not be completely open. We're not going to be parallel. We're going to be like this kind of V or a U shape so that we're both kind of facing the same way, slightly angled in towards each other. I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to bring it out away from my body a little bit, try to keep it near the follower's waist level.
And we're both going to make a C.
Right?
Kind of like monkeys in a bear.
Right. Okay?
Or a seatbelt, like Chris likes to call it.
That's right. So this is kind of what we want to have. We want to have our knees bent a little bit. We want to have our weight, instead of sitting straight up, we want to have our shoulders over our knees and feet a little bit. And so we have space here, though. We don't want to collapse this. And first we talked about doing shifts, making sure that you bring your arm with you, moving from your center, not your shoulders,
From your
from
hungry
your center, right? And we just went triple step, rock, step, triple in front, step, step, triple to the side. And from this angle, it looks like triple step, 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 triple to the side. And this angle, 1, 2, bring the follower front, step, step, triple step. And we talked about making sure that leaders, you're mostly turning your body. It's more of a body thing than an arm lead. But you want to think about wherever your hand is, that's where the follower is. So if you collapse your hand, you're going to get too close. If you leave your hand away from you,
She's just going to stay there.
right.
Followers, we talked about keeping your hand or your shoulder blade in his hand, so not letting it fall out to the front, and also not pushing too hard back into it, just keeping a nice even tension.
Yep, but not leaning back into it. It's a space thing, not a falling thing. And the last thing we talked about was either having your hands on the desk, like Amanda likes to say, or I think about having our hands where shopping cart level is, where you can lead and follow and move around.
This is just without any particular steps.
And the last thing we did is we started into our swing out, which is 1, 2, cut the follower off, leave your hand in place so you're not bringing forward, not 100% squared off. Finish turning on the and, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And
That's where we left it.
we're going to be going over that a lot more.